Hello and welcome back. Welcome to Module 1, where I'll be sharing with you the 3 most common styling mistakes and ensure you know how to avoid them. From this module, you're going to start seeing things in a new way, a way that ensures you make better choices and understand exactly what the key focus is for putting together outfits that have you feeling amazing with increased confidence and have you liking, even if not loving, what you see in the mirror. So let's get straight in. The first styling mistake is copying influencers or shopping what you see on the mannequin. Now, I used to do this time and time again and got stuck in the trap. I'd walk into a shop and wow, I was immediately emotionally connected to a top or a skirt on the mannequin and I just had to have it. I'd quickly run to the stand to find my size. I try it on and it fits, so I do a happy dance and I take it home and hang it in my wardrobe, looking forward to wearing it in just a few days' time when heading out. But when I go to wear it, it doesn't look right. The trousers, those skinny jeans that it was paired with on the mannequin, doesn't make the outfit quite look the same for me. So I quickly grab something else to try with it. Oh, but the colour doesn't work right on this one. So I take it all off, hang it back up and grab my safe option again because that's something I know that did work and I didn't want the stress or I didn't have the time. And the key point here to know is that quite often items are pinned on the mannequin to make them look more flattering. And when looking at influencers, they may have very different characteristics to you. So something that works on them won't work as well on you and like for like, because we're different. It takes doing things in an alternative way and making small adjustments to get it right for us. And that's the missing bit that used to trip me up all the time. I didn't realise that there was anything more that I needed to consider. I just thought it didn't work for me. But until you break free from this mistake, it's a deflating cycle of finding things you like, but no idea why they don't work for you, which quite often ends up in self-sabotage. Oh, if only I had a smaller or a larger chest, or my thighs were a little slimmer. But as I mentioned before, it isn't you. You don't need to change. You can make the items you love work well for you, as we'll find out in this course. But let's move on to mistake number 2. And that's trying to keep up with the latest fashion pieces and latest trends. For me, I think of a trend now as being a fun activity for fashion brands. They get to be creative and offer new designs and looks that create a bit of a difference and an interest when on the catwalk. And that's absolutely fine. It's great, in fact. It's what it should be, allowing designers to explore new ways to wear new pieces and show us their greatest achievements. But what it isn't is a necessity you must keep up with them each season for items to just pretty much sit in your wardrobe after only being worn once. Because again, they don't suit everyone. And just because you can't quite pull off the latest piece, it doesn't mean you're dated or unstylish. It just shows you have a different style personality and you shouldn't feel the pressure to make these purchases work and have them style in a way to remain on trend. In fact, not being able to wear a new trend in a way that really suits you or boosts your confidence can actually make the outfit uncomfortable and the look flop anyway. But it doesn't mean you should stay away from them altogether either. Should you like a particular trend, think about injecting it in a subtle way rather than a big way, and that can still make a big impact in your outfit. So maybe it's a new shade of colour for spring or summer, for example. Well, how about injecting it as a nail varnish or as a handbag rather than head to toe? Because you know that in a month or two, it'll just be over and the dress won't be a thing anymore. But as a bag or a nail varnish, it will and can get used in many more ways with other different outfits. Mistake number 3. Shopping on impulse and getting sucked in by beautiful patterns, prints or a sale. Did you know the average woman wears only 20% of her wardrobe 80% of the time? Perhaps you've never thought of it before, but is it quite possible now that with me saying that, it resonates with you too? So 20% of your wardrobe 80% of the time. Well, the reason is because women tend to shop on impulse and get sucked into buying pretty much of the same thing what we already don't actually wear. We go shopping because we fancy something new rather than first referring to your wardrobe instead and seeing what you already have and what it is that you actually need to go with these items to create complete full looks. This is a big reason for why so many women have so many clothes but nothing to wear. And why does it feel so rewarding to get something in a sale? A friend says, "Wow, I love your top," and you perk up and say, £50 off in the sale. And more often than not, it's another very similar item to what you already own that you're not wearing. And if you just stop for a minute and think of an item that you really fell in love with recently, a question for you, have you worn it yet? If not, do you still have that same intense connection with it? Or have you since found something else you loved and needed to have? If it's the latter, then that's because some women, we shop in the here and now and we are emotional buyers. But give it a week, and in that time, have a good sort through what you already have. And I bet you actually disconnect from that intense holding it has on you because you found something else to move on to. Now, ideally with a list of items that you need to create these full, complete looks. And this will help you to start building outfits that will see you wearing more of your wardrobe. So here's how to avoid them. There really is one answer. We're going to focus on you and only you. We're going to understand what works the best with you and your body shape. And with that, learn how to build outfits that look great on you and have you feeling great. And when focusing on you, it's about de-emphasizing the things that you don't like and emphasizing those that you do. So whether you like your chest or you don't like your chest, how do we wear things differently to make it work for you? Whether you feel like your middle is on show, how do we dress differently to make it not on show? And whether you like your curvy bum and thighs or whether you don't like them, so you want to de-emphasize them. Because, as I mentioned before, having great style isn't about wearing the most fashionable pieces or keeping up with the latest trends. It's discovering what works for you and really working it. And here's just a few things that my clients have said. I used to hide away in baggy clothes at the back of the room. Now I feel like the best dressed in the room. Another says, I now know where I was going wrong and understand how to really get it right. And a third, I would never have thought I could wear something like this. I actually feel great in it. So now it's your turn. Are you ready to get stuck into module 2?